About Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Call of Duty Modern Warfare is a 2019 first-person shooter video game developed by Infinity Ward and published by Activision, serving as the 16th overall installment in the Call of Duty series, as well as a reboot of the Modern Warfare sub-series, 1, 2, 3. It was released on October 25, 2019, for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. The game takes place in a realistic and modern setting. The campaign follows a CIA officer and British SAS forces as they team up with rebels from the fictional country of Kazakhstan, combating together against Russian forces who have invaded the country. The game's Special Ops mode features cooperative play missions that follow up the campaign story. The multiplayer mode supports cross-platform multiplayer and cross-platform progression for the first time in the series. It has been reworked for gameplay to be more tactical and introduces new features, such as a realism mode that removes the HUD, as well as a form of the ground war mode that now supports 64 players. Infinity Ward began working on the game soon after the release of its 2016 title Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. They introduced an entirely new engine for the game, which allows for new performance enhancements such as more detailed environments and ray tracing capabilities. For the campaign, they took influence from real-life conflicts, such as the Syrian civil war and terrorist incidents that have occurred in London. For the multiplayer, they scrapped the franchise's traditional season pass and removed loot boxes, enabling them to distribute free post-launch content to the player base in the form of seasons. Modern Warfare was released to positive reviews for its gameplay, story, multiplayer, and graphics, while receiving criticism for the handling of the campaign's subject matter, including the depiction of the Russian military, as well as balancing issues in the multiplayer. On June 5, 2020, Infinity Ward added a Black Lives Matter message at the start of online matches in response to the protests about the killing of George Floyd. Modern Warfare's single-player campaign focuses on realism and feature tactically based moral choices, whereupon the player is evaluated and assigned a score at the end of each level. Players have to quickly ascertain whether NPCs are a threat or not, such as a civilian woman who is believed to be reaching for a gun, but then simply grabs her baby from a crib. This collateral damage score, referred to as a threat assessment, is based on how many civilians the player injures or kills and ranges from rank A to F. Rewards are introduced to those who score higher. Character dialogue will differ depending on the choices the player makes in the game. Tactical decisions are also included, such as the player using a sniper rifle in a large environment to approach objectives in a non-linear order, and choosing to shoot out lights in favor of using night vision goggles during breaching and clearing. The game's multiplayer has been revised to allow for a more tactical gameplay style, including a focus on map exploration, door breaching, and a realism mode that removes the HUD. The mini-map was originally removed in favor of a compass-style marker, with visual cues to detect friendlies and opponents. Following feedback from the multiplayer beta test, Infinity Ward re-implemented the mini-map but removed the appearance of red dots representing enemy players, except for when the UAV kill streak is used. Multiplayer also features the return of kill streaks, rewards based on kills, with more recent Call of Duty titles having used score streaks, rewards based on score. Instead, kill streaks can, however, be converted into score streaks with the use of an in-game perk called Point. Many online modes allow for a larger range of players within a map than previous installments, with a new mode called Ground War featuring over 100 players, while conversely another new mode, Gunfight, tasks 2 teams of 2 players against each other in small matches lasting 40 seconds per round. The game includes an extensive weapons customization system, presenting most guns with a range of up to 60 attachments to choose from, 5 of which can be equipped at any one time. The introduction at the start of multiplayer matches has also been revamped. While in previous titles players would remain motionless on the map as a timer would count down to 0, players will instead be transported into the battle zone as part of various animations.